adjusted election week schedule, and I hope everybody's doing well. Had a good practice. Today was our Tuesday practice. It definitely helps coming off the bye week. Was able to introduce the little bit of game plan there at the end of the week on Friday, Saturday. I thought our guys, really did a nice job with our preparation. Had a lot of fundamental focus, making sure that we were continuing to emphasize, just what we do conceptually, making sure that we, continue to build confidence in, obviously adjustments, things that we need to, that we could see, offense, defense, special teams, but also was able to get a brief intro to Pitt there on Friday, and then had a walk through Saturday that kind of let us get more into the preliminary game plan. I thought guys, last night was our normal Sunday practice. We went in uppers just to get a little bit of physicality in about a 45-minute practice, and then obviously today with being our Tuesday, I thought guys came out pretty good energy, focus, just being able to build upon the things that we've done over the course of the weekend, and looking forward to continue to build here throughout this week. But I really, and I told the team this yesterday, I really appreciated the mindset and the approach through the bye week. I definitely think that we've improved, and we've taken positive strides in a lot of the areas that we needed to see improvement in, and now we've got to continue to apply that through the course of this week, and it has to show up there come Saturday afternoon.
First question will be Irish FL from Wolfgang.
Hey, Coach, during a bye week, is there enough time to really substantially change anything, or is it really just kind of honing up on the things that you already did?
You always have opportunities to be able to explore different things. For us, it's about putting our guys in the best position to be successful, and then allowing emphasizing our guys the proper fundamentals and techniques to go out there and play to the best of the ability, in those things that they're being asked to do. So. You definitely have time to look at different, whether it's an option, whether it's looking at guys positionally. That's something that we'll probably have a couple moving pieces here this week that we think will definitely help our team moving forward, and that bye week and really just the reflection of having 6 games under our belt and being able to see that or those experiences. I think we've been able to adjust some things that will definitely help us.
Just your thoughts on Pitt and in particular the defense, and how do you think you match up with them?
It's an impressive defensive unit. You look at them; I think they're leading the country, or one of the tops in the country, in creating pressure to the quarterback and quarterback sacks. It all starts for them with their defensive front and forcing unit with their linebackers. I think they do a great job. You're going to see a lot of man coverage, a lot of one-on-one opportunities. It's going to come down to us being able to go out there and take what they give us, but we're going to have to win our one-on-ones. We're going to have to win our one-on-ones in the run game. We're going to have to win our one-on-ones. When you take the opportunities to throw the ball, whether it's down the field or even in an intermediate game. So this is going to be a great challenge for us. It's going to be a great challenge for our offensive line, tight ends, backs, everybody involved in the core, because this is a team that's had a lot of success defensively. They're very aggressive in their mindset and what they do. I think they're well coached, and so we've got to go out there and play at a high level.
And Mike, with Jordan Travis kind of banged up, I guess a week or two ago at this point, how helpful was the bye week for him to kind of heal, get some recovery? Is he expected to be full go this week?
Yeah, he is, and I think it was a big time help for him, and he's played extremely hard these last whatever it is, 3 games, 4 games. He's done a nice job. He's had some bumps and bruises along the way. He's really done a good job of during the week making sure he's getting treatment and taking care of his body in a normal work week. But having the bye week allowed him to really be able to step back and have a couple more days to heal up, and he's looked really good in practice, and excited about where he is, and just the growth for him in all aspects. And, you still, you tend to forget just how limited he's been, throughout the entire year. I mean, this is, he wasn't really available in our last bye week. So being able to get him, to go out there and have these practices, continue to build upon the things that he does well. And, obviously, working on, those fundamentals and details of all aspects of his game. And he's really embraced that and done a nice job. I gotta say, Brendan, like his dog looks really comfortable laying back there on the bed. That's impressive.
Hey, Coach. We saw this week that Tuesday you guys will not have practice because it's election day. I'm assuming that's to give the players the opportunity to vote. First, just want to confirm if that's the reason. But secondly, why is it so important to you to give the players a day off to go vote during this election cycle?
Well, this year, the NCAA actually, basically mandated it for all athletic programs to have Tuesday being an off day to provide that opportunity to go vote. We have a lot of guys that are registered in their hometowns, different places, and so just making sure that we try to keep them up to date with mail-in ballots, the different early voting opportunities. But I think it's a great gesture from the NCAA to provide a time to really be able to be focused on that. And for a lot of our guys, they've had to be proactive here early, and we tried to do the best we possibly could, and reminding them of those opportunities and making sure that they were able to perform their civic right and truly to express their voice with the platform that they have by casting a vote. Perry, you might be muted. Yep, you definitely are. I hope you asked a good question. Still can't hear you. Oh, this is challenging.
All right, you're going to go to Kurt from Democrat.
Just type in your question in the chat, Perry, and we'll answer it.
Hey, Coach, how's it going?
Oh, going well. How about you?
You talked about it a little bit. You talked about it a little bit, just the strides you've seen from the offensive line, I'm sure the continuity kind of to be able to have play a role in that. I guess, what's the sense of, what's the feeling for you? Is it excitement of kind of getting to see the litmus test on Saturday against a defensive line and just a defense as good as the one they're going to face?
I think that it definitely provides a great opportunity to see exactly where we are, versus a team that will bring pressure, a team that's very aggressive in their mindset and approach. I think we've played some good defenses up to this point as well. So, every week is its own unique challenge, and to be able to continue to grow into things that we've done. There's a lot of fundamental things that we got to continue to improve on. I think that you see with Coach Dillingham, Coach Atkins, the offensive staff. Because it's really the point goes to the O-line, and there's been great strides. But our tight ends, running backs, quarterback. Everybody plays a role in being able to run the football, and receivers and the blocking that they have on the perimeter, being able to have some of those explosive runs and opportunities. Everybody takes ownership in that, and it's a new week and a great opportunity to go against a quality group defensively in what they do, and then obviously the personnel that they have. And so we embrace the challenge. We're excited about cleaning up a lot of the fundamental things that where we need to improve to be more consistent. And obviously we've got to have a great week in our preparation and go apply it there on Saturday.
All right, we're going to give Perry one more chance.
No. So, sorry about that, and then it wasn't a good question, so sorry to disappoint you there. But basically, last bye week you weren't completely available. You still got the chance, to serve a little bit. What's the different kind of energy this bye week and between last? And then as a little bit side question, did you see any cool tattoos this weekend?
All right, definitely a terrible question, Perry. All right, yes, this week is much better because I'm in person coaching, so a lot of different energy. And then tattoos, yes, saw a very terrible tattoo. Great artwork, but just terrible subject matter. But no, it was pretty funny. So.
All right, next we'll go back to Ira.
And when you look at, there's a lot of expectations for Pitt coming into the season, and their record isn't probably what they were hoping for. But when you look at them, I think 3 of these last 4 losses were right down to the wire. Do they look like a team that could be 6-1 or in that range when you look at them on film?
No, absolutely. This is a quality football team. You know, they've had to play the last 2 games without their starting quarterback. Which obviously presents a challenge. I mean, you watch the end of the BC game where the young man got hurt and still was able to finish the game and put them in a position to have a chance to win it. And they've had a lot of games that have come down to 1 score. This is a good football team that we're playing. Obviously sometimes when you look at that record, the record doesn't always speak to the team. I think we've seen that, and we believe that even for ourselves, what we're capable of and what we can do. Our record doesn't necessarily indicate that for our own beliefs. And so, but the only way you get to change that is you got to go out there and play to the best of the ability. And it's easy to respect your opponent when you turn on film and you see the quality of personnel and what they're being asked to do and how they utilize that personnel. So we got a big challenge this week, and our focus is obviously we'll have a game plan for Pitt, but our focus is continuing to be on ourselves and making sure that we can execute the things that we're blocking, running, tackling, making sure that we're using the proper techniques in our coverage, trusting our eyes, because all those things are things that have at times this year been inconsistent, and we have to be better in that regards if we want to put ourselves in the best position to achieve success.
Next will be Chris Neat from North 247.
Hey, Coach, wondering if Terry's been able to do anything in practice and in general, any health updates about guys possibly returning?
Yeah, I think he's done a really good job over the last couple of weeks of his rehab and continuing to push, and so we're excited about how this week's gonna continue to go on. I'd say that he's going to be probably a game time decision. He did get work in practice today, but we'll see where that goes as the week progresses. Obviously, it's tomorrow being an off day and kind of how the week sets up. I think it could be a good week for a lot of those guys that have had a little bit more extended or extensive injuries that you'll give them an opportunity to get a good day of treatment tomorrow and hopefully be ready to roll there Wednesday as we go on through the week.
Next will be Logan Gressfield from FSU.
Hey, Coach. I just wanted to follow up on Joey Lamar's question about with Election Day upcoming. I'm sure you would like the team to be pretty focused on the Pitt game on Saturday, but what's the mood been like in the locker room for the players with Election Day tomorrow? Are they pretty fired up about it? If you were going to put your finger on the stethoscope, what would you say the mood's been like for them?
Like I said, a lot of these guys have had to do different things, whether it's early mail-in ballots. It's tomorrow. There'll be a small number of guys on our team that will actually be able to go vote in person, but a lot of them just being whether it's they're not from here locally or being registered to vote in different places, they've had to go through other channels to make sure that they're able to cast their ballot. But I think that to answer your question, I don't really have a great sense of that. I think our guys, they understand the platform, they understand the opportunity that's in front of them, and it's something that we've encouraged as a football team and really as an entire athletic department to make sure we provide them with information they need to make an educated choice on what they where they want that voice to go and what they want to back according to the beliefs that they have. And so I think it's been a great educational opportunity even from back in May all the way to now, and just trying to help provide those resources for these guys as they're going through this election process.
All right, last one, we'll go back to Ira.
You mentioned possibly moving a couple guys around. When you have those conversations with players, do they have to embrace the move before you make any kind of change like that, or can you say, hey, look, we really need you to do this?
Absolutely, and I think when you as a coach, you evaluate, where guys are, how they fit into roles and responsibilities, and then, obviously halfway through the season, how have they performed doing those roles. And I think that, there's been some guys that we've had earlier conversations, and they maybe weren't comfortable or weren't, to say willing. They didn't see it in the same I guess perspective that the coaches do, and I don't ever want to move somebody to a position to where they don't feel that they're going to be able to give their all to the decision or to that opportunity. But we've had some guys we asked earlier in the year that we encouraged a move, and at that time they didn't see it. And then as different examples or things have shown themselves, and they've embraced that. And I tell you, I think we've had some good moves even this past week. With Leonard Warner, we moved him down to the Fox position, and he was able to have some very productive plays, even in a 1 week prep time going into the Louisville game. I saw some real flashes, and getting him a little tighter to the line of scrimmage, bringing him off the edge. I think that was something that was positive for him. Even having this bye week, get another week under his belt doing that. I think that's going to be definitely a productive move for us. It also puts a bigger opportunity for guys there at the linebacker position to have to continue to elevate their game and step up, but there'll be a few others that we're going to look at here for this week, and we'll kind of go from there, off those experiences.